I want to thank you all for joining the webinar today, Overcoming Your Customers' Challenges with Seamless Support. This webinar is showcasing our newest product, GFI HelpDesk. My name is Dominique Sanchez, and I'm a sales engineer here at GFI Software. So as we always do, we'll start out with the agenda. First, we're going to go through a short introduction, mainly talking about the state of customer support, and follow up by how to support your businesses, supporting your customers, and then we'll finish with a short live demo and then a Q&A section. In a recent global survey by Gartner, we found that 88% of business organizations around the world have either mandated or encouraged their employees to work from home amid the coronavirus pandemic. To that end, we're seeing the single biggest increase in customer support inquiries, over 50% more than the average volume previously. Some of the most notable industries with increases include travel and hospitality services, restaurants, groceries, and businesses that were forced to work remotely. Now, with so many working from home, life for many has shifted, which in many cases increases the reliance on companies to provide exemplary support both for their customers and employees working remotely. Now, we're all familiar with this type of message. And it goes without saying that issues happen all the time. Customer and internal employees are typically the ones that are tasked with figuring out the best avenue to solve a particular issue that they may be having, whether it be finding the correct person, the correct department, or some other means to get their issue resolved. And on that same topic, no one knows everything. Questions are always going to be asked, whether about internal systems or processes, or about products or services that you may offer your customers. But finding that correct person with the correct answer is not always simple. So, as a company, what do you do? Who do you support? I think it's safe to say that most companies need to be able to support both their internal employees and their customers. And nowadays, employees use a lot of different applications. And those applications can all fail at some point, leaving your employees searching for how or who can fix their issues. It's not enough to just install applications and services. They also need to be maintained. The systems need to be monitored. Your staff needs to be educated on the proper ways to utilize the tools in place, as well as education to prevent security breaches while using the company's systems. So what are some reasons for delivering support to our employees? As I mentioned before, employees today work with many different systems and services more than ever before. And in most cases, they're responsible for more than they used to be. A lot of times your employees' job performance is measured on their productivity. And your employees' productivity or lack of productivity can have a significant effect on your company as a whole. While product and service issues aren't the only thing that can drive down an employee's productivity, having an issue like opening a file, for example, or having to sift through red tape or unclear processes for fixing common day-to-day issues will definitely drive down your employees' productivity. And these types of issues can also drive down employee morale. What is not going to work today? Or what struggle will I have trying to fix a particular issue today? If there's no clear systems in place to resolve these types of issues, you can have employees looking elsewhere for employment. And issues like these can also lessen your employee's reputation. An employee might have email problems that prevent them from seeing or replying to messages from clients, or they may have audio or other computer issues preventing them from joining meetings. It's likely that the client on the other end just thinks that it's a bad employee rather than a technical issue, especially if those types of issues happen frequently and aren't resolved quickly. And of course, the company's reputation is also at stake. With sites like Glassdoor that let employees explain what it's like to work for an employer, how you treat your employees reflects your company as a whole now more than ever before. And in the last 6 to 8 months, like we stated before, many more employees are working from home. And this has opened up the floodgates for more employee-related issues. From issues logging into VPN, to forgotten passwords, to access issues, email issues, quality issues, the list can go on and on. And if there isn't a system in place to assist employees with these types of issues, remote working only makes the problem worse. So as I mentioned previously, every company must support their own employees, whether with internal resources or external, such as hiring an external IT company for technology-related issues. The question is how the company is supporting their employees. And it's usually split between those that have no official support channel or process and those with an organized support process for their employees. Now, companies that already have an existing support channel or process likely already have a third-party help desk solution or some other means to give their employees the support that they need. And that help desk solution likely does the job that they're intending it or you're intending it to do. But with GFI Unlimited, you can access an entire software library for the price of just one piece of software. With GFI Unlimited, you can access our products in our portfolio like Careo Connect, which is our fully featured email solution that works great in conjunction with GFI HelpDesk for email support requests. Careo Control, our next generation firewall with advanced content filtering and IPS. Or GFI Archiver for compliance-based email archiving with advanced search capabilities. And these are just a few of the software choices available with GFI Unlimited. So even if you only find one other software that you need from our portfolio, you're saving time, effort, and money. So what about the company with no support channel or process? It's undoubtedly chaotic. With no official channel and process, employees will use whatever means that they can to get the answers or the help that they need. If their email is down, for example, they'll try to reach out and call someone. If their phone is down, they'll likely try to email or maybe chat message someone. They'll reach out to whoever they can to help. But since there's no support processes in place, it likely won't be the right person. And then that person will have to reach out to someone else who might have to reach out to someone else again. And then it ends up in a tangled web of cross communications with no clear resolution. So GFI HelpDesk can put an end to this dysfunction by bringing order and process to company support. First and foremost, GFI HelpDesk is a centralized solution, giving employees a central location to ask questions and look for answers. With GFI HelpDesk, you can create a knowledge base for your employees to find answers to frequent questions and issues. You can create a news feed for your company to post pertinent information. For example, let's say a business critical system is down. You can use the news feed to inform your employees of the downtime so they don't all reach out and open support cases. Your employees can submit tickets, and administrators can create separate departments so both employees and management can easily identify who certain tickets need to go to, all of which increases productivity. Now let's talk a bit about GFI HelpDesk. Our software has 3 different interfaces. They're all web-based interfaces. An admin portal, where all configuration and settings changes are done. A staff portal, where staff can view and manage tickets, knowledge-based articles, news articles, etc. And a customer or internal employee-facing interface, where you can submit tickets, search the knowledge base, and more. So now let's take a little bit of a look into each of these interfaces and what their main functionalities are. In the admin console, you can granularly configure the product. Department management lets you choose exactly how to filter the requests that come in. Internal staff and staff team management lets you specify which staff belongs to which departments to make segmentation clearer. GFI HelpDesk is also available in many different languages, and you can take full control of what phrases are used throughout the customer-facing portal. Templates allow you to change the look and feel of the product, which includes custom branding, as well as virtually any other customization of the PHP code. An email parser that allows you to set up any email address to receive support requests through. Workflows that can help you automate tasks and remove human error, and many more settings. By default, the web application can be found using the below URL terminology here. First, we've got your domain, which is the domain that you've licensed, / the name of the instance. By default, we choose the name support, but you can name the instance whatever that you want. And then another / admin. And that's how you reach the admin portal. The staff portal is where the support tickets are managed. Each staff member has their own login, so they'll be able to see tickets that are relevant to their expertise only. Knowledge bases can be created and managed from the staff portal as well. It can also be segmented, so your employees and your customers have separate knowledge bases, separate articles when they log into the customer portal. GFI HelpDesk also includes granular performance reporting that can generate reports on any information that's kept in the software through a powerful proprietary query language. And you can also manage your users from the staff portal. This includes designating which users belong to which workflows, which SLA response policies, which makes it easy to segment the ticket processes for your customers and for your internal employees. And finally, the customer portal acts as the central location for customers and internal staff to go and find answers or get help. Any customer or employee is able to register through this portal so that their experience is catered specifically to them. In addition, they can submit tickets, view knowledge-based articles, news articles, access step-by-step troubleshooters, and more. So now we're going to take a switch and talk about customer support, but first I want to just do a quick poll that you're going to see on your screen in just a second. All right, about 20 more seconds, and then we're going to move on. Okay. All right, thank you for everyone that responded to the poll. It looks like we're split pretty evenly here between customers that maybe have a solution in place and those that either don't or are using a shared type of mailbox for their support. So now we're going to go on and talk about that customer support aspect with GFI HelpDesk. Added value as a business concept. The term added value means just what it implies. When a customer purchases a product or service from you, he gets an extra benefit. And that's the GFI Help Desk proposition from a customer support perspective. Let's take a look at an example of a typical e-shop. What drives customers to use this e-shop over another one that may offer the same or similar services? Well, this particular e-shop has, first of all, a well-designed website. It has an easy checkout process, good images and product descriptions. It's mobile friendly, offers frequent special promotions, and last but not least, offers great customer support. And it's those added values that separate this e-shop from the competition. Good e-shops tend to also have a way for customers to instantly contact with questions through live chat. GFI Help Desk can be purchased with live chat functionality. And this also includes a chat widget that can be embedded into any web page. You can put the live chat widget right on the homepage of your own website, giving your customers a sense of relief that they can chat with someone easily when they come to your website looking for answers. GFI Help Desk Chat works using a downloadable application. And the chat application offers chat segmentation, meaning that each chat that an agent works opens in a separate tab inside the interface. A chat pool where agents can see all incoming chats related to their departments and choose which chats to take or to assign. Chat history to easily search for previous chat conversations. And easy conversion into a ticket. So if an issue can't be resolved through chat, or more information is needed from the customer, a case can easily be created for the customer to continue that support case via email. And GFI Help Desk also has a mobile app that can be downloaded for Android and iOS devices. With this mobile app, you can access all of your departments and tickets, reply to tickets, update ticket fields, add notes, view file attachments, star tickets for quick reference, and offline caching allows you to search and view your tickets offline, search across the help desk software for tickets, and support for macros, which canned responses basically to easily fly through tickets on the go. All right, now let's switch and talk just a bit about GFI Help Desk licensing. GFI Help Desk is a subscription-based product that's licensed per user and per single installation. With Help Desk, you only need to license the staff users that will be managing and replying to tickets or using the live chat functionality. There's no need to license everyone in the organization, just those that are using the Help Desk software to either help customers or manage the staff. And we also have a special offer for GFI Unlimited customers. If you purchase GFI Unlimited, you can receive 10% of your total purchased GFI Unlimited seats for use with GFI Help Desk. So, for example, if you purchase GFI Help Desk with 50 seats, you will get 5 seats for free with GFI Unlimited. I think that's a very good deal. The minimum number is 3. So if you purchase the minimum number of GFI Unlimited seats, which is 10, you will still get 3 seats of GFI Help Desk at no additional cost. And lastly, when you're considering GFI Help Desk or any customer support solution, these recommendations and tips will ensure the best customer support outcome. First, improve your customer service team skills. Teamwork is the backbone of any successful customer support department. Leverage multi-channel servicing. Give your customers options on how they can contact you via email, via chat, or via the website. Create knowledge-based articles for common issues to avoid large ticket queues for simple requests. And finally, set automatic responses or workflows to automate tasks and decrease the burden on your support teams. And with that, we'll jump into a quick live demo. Well, I'll give you a look at the different interfaces for GFI HelpDesk and some of the things that you can do with the product. All right. So once I'm into my server here, you can see the first thing that we're looking at is the main customer-facing page of GFI HelpDesk. A couple of things that you can do from this page. For example, you can register an account. Once you become a user, then once you log in, the experience is catered specifically to you. And the staff members can actually cater that experience for you as well. So if they know who you are, your support experience is going to be better without a doubt. You can also submit tickets. You can view any of the knowledge-based articles that might be available for your particular company or for your internal employees. View any news, and then access the troubleshooter, which can help you to, for example, install a particular product that you may have never installed before by giving you step-by-step instructions that will give you, a better understanding of how to install that product. So from here, I'm just going to submit a ticket, and then I'll jump into the staff interface to show you what you can do once you submit it, or once you have a ticket submitted, and what you can do with that particular ticket. So first and foremost, when I click on submit a ticket, you'll see that I've got numerous departments set up here. These departments are that segmentation that I was talking about, making it so that when your customers or your internal employees come to your website, they see exactly where they need to direct their requests. There's no gray area, and they know that when they submit that request for that particular department, it's going to get in front of the person or people that are best suited to answer a question or resolve a particular issue. So I'm going to just choose a particular product and then create a support ticket. Okay, so now I've submitted a request. It's that easy. And next I'm going to jump over to my staff dashboard so I can see that ticket. I'm going to refresh my page here. Okay, so this is the staff administration and management dashboard. This is where our staff members go to manage their tickets, view any tickets, view knowledge base and manage knowledge base articles, troubleshooters, customer users, as well as run and manage any reports. So right here, we see a lot of things. We're on the right-hand side, we see unresolved tickets by department. We can see which tickets are open, how many tickets are open, and we can take action from this pane to see exactly what we need to do once we're logged into the staff portal. And on the left-hand side, we get a view of all of the departments that are assigned to us. So these are just departments that are assigned to my logged in user. And I can see and I can choose which department that I want to work a ticket for and see which tickets are open, in progress, and closed for each of those departments. So I submitted a new ticket for FaxMaker. So I'm going to go to that, and you can see my John Doe user that I created this ticket for. And once I click on the ticket, I can see any of the information about this ticket. I see the department that it's in. If I needed to change the department, for example, if I know for a fact that this is not my department, the inquiry is not for my department, I can change this department from here. I can also assign the owner of the ticket. I can choose what type of ticket, whether it's an issue, a bug, feedback, and these can all be customized as well. We can create new types of tickets, so that we'll have new items in our drop down. And so we can customize any of these types of of fields here. We can also customize the status fields. Right now I've got 3 different statuses, but I can change that. I can add more and edit the ones that are currently there. And the same thing with our priorities. We can choose what the priority of that ticket is and save all of that information here. I can also reply to the tickets right from this console and do any of the other managerial tasks for a particular ticket, such as if I need to assign the ticket, duplicate the ticket, watch the ticket, or flag the ticket in some form or fashion. I can do all of that from this console here. So I'm going to take this ticket, just press the take button, and now I'm the owner of this ticket, which means that I'll get all the notifications for this ticket, and I'm the one that's going to be responsible for this ticket. So it's also that accountability piece that makes this, better than, just having a free-for-all type of situation when it comes to customer support or internal employee support. I can also use macros, canned responses. There's a lot of things that you can do from this staff portal as well. I can view live chat history from this. I can manage and edit knowledge base articles. And like I mentioned, you can have multiple different knowledge bases depending on what type of people are accessing your support, whether you have customers accessing or internal employees, or if you want to separate that and have them both access through the same portal, you can do that as well. You can also run reports using the Kayako query language, which is the proprietary query language. It works like a general database query where you can choose any aspect of the product and report on that aspect as granularly as you need to. And then the last interface that we have is our admin interface. In the admin interface, this is where we can do all of the admin tasks and all of the configuration tasks for the product. Up at the top, you can see I can manage my staff. I can manage my teams. So I can create as many different teams and staff members as I need to, or as I'm licensed to do. And then I can assign them to whichever departments that are prevalent or pertinent for them. So that, as I mentioned in the presentation, you can submit to a particular department and know that the staff that is managing that department knows how to resolve or answer the questions that you have. Also in this admin interface, you can manage any aspect of the product. For example, templates, which allow you to customize the look and feel. All of this is customizable. Any of the customer-facing portals are customizable, meaning anything from the color of the icons to the size to the specific text can all be edited using PHP through this templates pane. And we can also change the logos for the support center to give that custom branding look and feel as well. We can set up email queues so that we have particular email addresses that are going to automatically create support tickets when they're emailed. We can set up workflows, common tasks to do at the onset of a particular type of ticket. For example, I've created a couple for approving and denying purchases, which basically automatically moves these types of requests to the finance department when they are received and they match particular criteria that I can set within the workflow. And we can do the same things with SLAs. We can create as many different SLA plans that we want. We can assign particular customers to particular SLAs. For example, if we have one very high profile customer that we want to always reply to their tickets within 2 hours, then we can set up a SLA plan specifically for them and keep the rest under a default SLA. There's so much more that we can do in this configuration interface as well, in this admin interface. And the last thing that I want to show is the live chat functionality. Now you can see here that I've got my live support chat widget, which again can be embedded into any web page. So if I'm a customer and I want to start a live chat, then I can do this. And this is a notification for that chat that just came in. This is from the desktop application that I mentioned in the presentation. So I can open that desktop application and I see the chat information right here. And then I can continue to chat with my customer. And it's really that simple. The help desk software does all of the things that you would want the help desk software to do. As I mentioned before, with GFI Unlimited, you get that added benefit. You get those additional products that you can install and use, and it really gives that benefit for your customer support, especially if you don't have something in place already that does this. So with all of that said, now I want to open it up for any questions that you may have. I'll check and see if we've got any questions already. And we've got plenty of time. If you guys come with the questions, then we'll stay for the duration. So just let me know if you have any questions. I'll sit here and put myself on mute until we have some questions come through. All right, we got some questions. One question is, what operating system does the application install on? The application can be installed on any version of Windows and any version of Linux, provided that we have PHP version 7.1 or later, and that we also have a web server. Another question, Patrick, does GFI HelpDesk have an asset module? Maybe if you can go a little bit more in detail. There's no asset module in particular that I can think of, but there may be a way to do what you're asking. Another question, Patrick. Yes, this is not a cloud service. It needs to be self-hosted. Now, Mark asked, does GFI have change control approval? If you could be a little bit more specific, I'd definitely be able to give you an answer there, but I'm not 100% sure what change control approval we're speaking about here. Okay, so the question from Patrick: tracking company IT hardware assets for newly purchased equipment and who the equipment is assigned to. This is possible with GFI HelpDesk. You can track this in a way, maybe not in the way that is exactly how you're thinking, but as I mentioned, the product is very granular, and it has a lot of it's got a lot in the backbone that can do a lot of different things, and that definitely can be one of them. Okay, and then Mark again with two questions, or one that's the follow up. When someone submits a ticket, is there an option to have to get it approved by higher up? Yes, that is possible. And yes, you can integrate this with a directory service. Roy, you have a question. Can I use services like Zapier to automate aspects of help desk? Um, Now, help desk also comes with workflows, which is essentially automations built in. I'm not entirely sure with Zapier if Zapier can utilize um, a REST API, then we can use Zapier absolutely if it has that capability. So we do have the ability to integrate with applications using a REST API. Okay, Mark has a good question. You have GFI Events Manager with an unlimited subscription. Do we have to purchase additional licensing for Help Desk? Now, only if you need to, depending on your needs. So, depending on how many users that you have or licenses that you have with GFI Unlimited, for example, if you have, let's say, 100 um, unlimited licenses right now, then you can use GFI Help Desk with a maximum of 10 for no additional cost. Now, if you needed more than that, of course, you would need to purchase those additional for GFI Help Desk. But yes, you'd be able to use that 10% of whatever your license count is with GFI Unlimited. All right, looks like the questions are lessening. I'll give just another minute or two for any last questions. Okay, Dale, is there a minimum number to purchase for GFI HelpDesk? That number is 3. If you were to purchase it a la carte, meaning without a GFI Unlimited subscription. For GFI Unlimited, the minimum number of licenses required is 10. Okay, I think we're all done with the questions. It seems that that all the questions have been asked that are going to be asked for the session. I want to thank everyone for joining our webinar today. I hope that you got some information out of this to make some decisions. If you need, please contact your respective channel sales rep for GFI, your respective partners for GFI if you're an end customer. And let us know if you have any other questions. Again, I want to thank everyone for joining the webinar and have a great rest of your day.